Back in Foxborough, where it is an overcast day and a slight chance for rain. It was drizzling earlier, although it isn't now, and the temperature is 75 degrees. Greg Gumbel, Trent Green, and the third member of our scary trinity is Evan Washburn down on the field. Evan.
Greg, 2 key inactives for the Raiders this afternoon. Backup quarterback Matt Schaub is out. Now, he left the team yesterday to deal with a family situation. Dennis Allen tells me he will join the team in London next week. And for the second week in a row, running back Maurice Jones-Drew is out with that hand injury. Now, this was a game-time decision. It came down to Allen saying he had to be able to hand up in pass protection and then also ball security. He also didn't want to rush him back and risk further injury. Back to you.
All right, Evan, thank you. That is a bit of a blow. It has been a blow for the hope that the Raiders have had for running the football. There is Dennis Allen in his third season as the head man of the Oakland Raiders. On the far side of the field, Bill Belichick, 15 years, head man of the New England Patriots. New England won the toss. They have deferred, and they will kick to the Raiders. And we're underway in Foxborough. This one will sail out of the end zone, so the Raiders will take over from their own 20-yard line, and we get a look at the Raiders rookie quarterback Derek Carr, second-round draft pick out of Fresno State, 3 touchdown passes and 2 picks as he arrives at game 3 of his NFL career. And as we spoke to him last night, Trent, a very confident young man.
Very confident, very understanding of what he's trying to get done. This is not too big of a moment for him. Talk to the coaches as well, just saying he's very confident leading this team.
First snap of the day. Changing things around in the backfield, and they give this to McFadden, and McFadden straight ahead. All of that shuffling around for about 3 yards. If the Oakland offense is going to go, it has to start in the middle of the line. Number 61, Stefan Wisniewski, in his 4th season out of Penn State. And the Raiders are looking to the guy you just saw, 7-year veteran running back Darren McFadden, to jumpstart the ground game. And if he can stay healthy, Trent, and with a healthy Maurice Jones-Drew, what a 1-2 punch that would be out of the backfield.
And that's exactly what they're expecting right now coming into today's game. Derek Carr is the leading rusher for the Raiders with 57 yards, so they need either McFadden and when MJD gets healthy to be that lead back.
Carr to throw his first pass of the day, the short pop over the middle, and that's complete to Denarius Moore. And Moore down about 3 yards short of the first down. New England's defense, Chandler Jones, what a day he had a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. The linebackers, Collins, Gerard Mayo, a tackling machine, and Dante Hightower. And Devin McCourty had one of 4 New England interceptions last week. He returned his 60 yards to set up a touchdown. 3rd and 3. Oakland not very good on 3rd down thus far this season. 31st in the NFL. Quick pass, that's complete, and that's a first down to the 35-yard line to Michael Rivera, the second-year tight end out of Tennessee.
Nice job by Derek Carr. And think about these first three plays that have happened. Now, they ran on first down in quick control. Look at this. Quick throw. Get the ball out of your hands. You know, New England's got to make some adjustments to that. They're going to have to sit at the sticks if Derek Carr is going to get the ball out of his hands that quickly. But at some point in time here, the Raiders are going to have to think about taking a shot up the field to loosen up that defense.
Interesting that Derek Carr yells out Celtics Boston at the line of scrimmage. The give is to McFadden, and McFadden across the 35 to about the 37-yard line.
That's obviously a game plan. You go Celtic Boston. I don't think they'll be using that next week in London.
Next week it'll be Manchester United.
That's a little worrier, but here they are hurrying up to the line of scrimmage, trying to change up the pace of play and get the defense on their heels.
Move! 180! What's up?
The give, off right guard out to about the 39-yard line. And Jamie Collins making the stop. It'll be 3rd and 5. There's Matt Patricia, defensive coordinator for the New England Patriots.
Well, and the Patriots defense has struggled getting teams off the field on third down. They're 25th in the NFL. Teams are converting 46%. So you talked on the last third down about the struggles the Raiders are having on third down, but the Patriots are struggling as well defensively getting teams off the field.
Carr throwing, sideline, incomplete. Batted down on the far side by Kyle Arrington. Pass intended for Denarius Moore, and the Raiders will kick.
Well, this is a nice play by Arrington, and I know Raider fans are out there going to look at contact at the top of the route there, but you can see Denarius Moore slip at the top of his route. So when an official sees that contact happen, but then the receiver lose their footing, they're not going to make that call.
The Oakland punter is Marquette King in his third season out of Fort Valley State. Led the NFL in punting a year ago. Julian Edelman is deep. High and not very deep. And a fair catch called for and made at about the 18-yard line. 11:44 to play in the first quarter. Tom Brady, his first shot on offense today after this. Back in Gillette Stadium, 11:44 to play in the first quarter, and the Patriots take over at their own 18-yard line. Brady to throw, near side, incomplete. Tom Brady, 2 games into the new season, 1-1 on the year, 2 touchdown passes, no interceptions, and he and the offense still trying to find a groove.
Well, and that's just a drive starter. You're just trying to come out, make a 3-step drop, and hit you on a hitch there, and Carlos Rogers was sitting all over that ball, and really, quite frankly, Brandon LaFell didn't get out of that route. He slipped at the top of his route, wasn't able to get back to the ball, and so now you find yourself second and long.
Brady throwing and incomplete. Missed connections with Shane Vereen out of the backfield. It'll be 3rd and 10. Some inexperience on that offensive line in front of Brady. Number 65, Jordan Debbie, is a first-year man out of Memphis, and Julian Edelman has been Brady's main target thus far with 12 catches for 176 yards and a touchdown. So 2 passes, 2 incompletions, and Brady looks at 3rd and 10. Quick pass. And that will get a couple across the 20 to the 21, maybe the 22-yard line. Brandon LaFell brought down well short of a first down, and so the Patriots will have to kick it away.
Well, and I'm all for up-tempo offense and trying to change the pace of things, but right there, that's a huge win for the Raiders defensively, getting them off the field. Not only a 3-and-out, but getting them off the field quickly. As Brady, we talked about the Patriots offense not being in rhythm in the passing game, and that was very evident on 1st and 2nd down.
Patriots came into this game just 10 of 31 on 3rd down. That's the 5th worst in the NFL. T.J. Carey at his own 20. Penalty markers fly from a block in the back. This will go against the Raiders. Funny thing about those blocks in the back, they are right out in the open where everybody can see them.
Hey, you can make that call from the state. We can make it from up here. You see it all over the place.
I think I just did.
During the return, illegal block in the back, number 31 of the receiving team, 10-yard penalty, first down.
That's Nico Thorpe. And so this will back the Raiders up. Time for us to go green. Go, Trent.
Well, about this game for the Oakland Raiders, it's Derek Carr and his development, understanding what defenses are trying to do. On this play, the Raiders have 4 verticals, so everybody is getting up the field. Carr does a nice job with his eyes looking at the defense. He doesn't panic, though. A lot of young quarterbacks panic when they see that coverage drop. He buys time, uses his feet to get out of the pocket, hits the check down, and they're able to pick up the first down. So that just tells me how mature he is at such an early stage of his career, not to force the ball upfield, recognize the drop of the coverage, and be able to be calm enough to hit his check down.
Raiders start from their own 19.
180!
McFadden and Reese in the backfield. Carr flips it out to the near side. That's Marcel Reese out of the backfield. And out across the 25 to about the 27. Now, during the week, Bill Belichick addressed the issue of Marcel Reese. He called him a matchup problem.
Well, he is a matchup problem just because of his size and his speed. So if you match him up with a linebacker, you have to understand from a running game standpoint, he's going in there and hitting the big boys on the inside, but all of a sudden he fakes that block and sneaks out to the flat. Exactly what happened on that play, getting him out in the flat in open space. He gets that big body rolling downhill.
Reese and McFadden flanking Carr in the backfield, and the give is to Reese. And Reese to about the 35-yard line. So that'll be a new set of downs for Oakland.
Well, it'll be interesting. Now that's two plays in a row that they've gotten him the football. Coming into today, he only had one carry for no yards, and you can see the game plan here. Get the ball out of Derek Carr's hands quickly. All the throws have been short, underneath 10 yards. In the running game, try and pound the running game, try and wear down this defensive front of New England.
Hey, 50. Lucy.
But you know what that means, Greg? It's about time to take a shot up the field. Everything's been short and controlled.
Carr to the near sideline, and that's complete across the 40, out of bounds at the 42 to Brian Leonhardt. His second catch of the season, first of the game. That's what Oakland is looking at today. 14 straight games they've lost in the Eastern time zone. Did travel ever bother you that much?
You know, it didn't. Most of the teams I was on were in the central part of the country, so it wasn't a big factor. But when I was with the Redskins and we had to travel to the West Coast, that could be a problem. You can understand why the Raiders going west to east, you know, you're losing that time difference. This is a 10 a.m. start for them.
Second and 3. McFadden looking for a first down, and he has it across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Darren McFadden, no question that he is one of the most able running backs in the National Football League. The problem has been keeping him healthy over the years.
Well, you look at his production when he has been healthy and what he's been able to do and why everyone was so excited about him when he was coming out of college, and the type of weapon he is, the size, the speed, everything is there. But as you just said, Greg, it's a matter of him staying healthy and being a factor for the Raiders and helping out young quarterback Derek Carr.
First down, Oakland at their own 46. Play fake. Carr, sideline. Incomplete. Penalty markers fly. Andre Holmes covered by Darrelle Revis. Our referee today is Pete Morelli. And all sides look pretty convinced that this is going to go against Revis and the Patriots.
Well, we talked with Derek Carr yesterday about going after Revis. Was he going to avoid that side of the field? And Revis is a guy that'll flop. He can go to either side of the field and go inside.
Fouls by each team. Illegal substitution, number 71, did not report. Holding, number 81, number 72. Pass interference, 24. All penalties offset. Replay, first down.
I don't think we have enough flags on the field for that.
That was good of Pete to explain all that, because he lost me halfway through that thing. I was like, all right, after all this is figured out, he's just going to wipe the slate clean and start all over again, which is what they're doing.
Yeah, I think in cases like that, you know, Pete should just say, trust me, this play doesn't count. It's a do-over.
But getting back to my talk about Derek Carr and going after Revis, he said, you know, I've got to go through my progressions. I've got to stick with the game plan. He's like, I'm not going to purposely avoid him, but if that's where my read is taking me, I'm not going to be afraid to put the ball up the field, and that's exactly what he did on that last throw.
Yeah. You do that.
So we'll do this over again. First down from the 46. McFadden to midfield. We were talking about how unhealthy he has been over the years. He reads like a crash cart at a hospital. Take a look over the years, the problems that he's had.
Well, and as a running back, look at all that. It's all lower body stuff. So when you're a big back, you're a tall back, you know, sometimes he gets accused of running too upright. When you have ankle and knee and hip and you're dealing with those things, the criticism has been to protect himself more. But with that stat there, it's staggering that all of his injuries have come to the lower body.
2nd and 7. Play fake, Carr stepping up, got rid of it before he was brought down. It's incomplete. Rob Ninkovich in on him. Let's get our first NFL Today update of the day. Let's go back to New York. JB and Tony Gonzalez.
What a way to cap a long drive.
Yeah, right here you're going to see Phillip Rivers quick screen to Eddie Royal for the 3-yard touchdown. This drive was highlighted by a 49-yard pass from Rivers to Malcolm Floyd. San Diego up 7-0.
Back to Greg, Trent, and Evan.
All right, guys. Boy, Phillip Rivers, I just think he's a wonderful and underrated quarterback.
And really the last couple of years since Mike McCoy came into San Diego, that's really when he's turned around. Everybody thought he was on the downhill part of his career.
3rd and 7. Carr throwing this way. That's complete, short of the 40-yard line. First down, Oakland. Rod Streeter, number 80 on the receiving end.
Nice job by Streeter, pushing up, getting vertical in his route, getting past the first down markers, and he's matched up one-on-one with Logan Ryan. But nice job by Derek Carr, having patience in the pocket, realizing that pressure was coming towards him. You can see from his eyes, he's focused on where his receiver and where he wants to go with that football. It's a lot about matchups, especially on third down when you have man-to-man and all that underneath coverage. Find the matchup you want, stick with it. He wasn't affected by the pass rush.
Fourth first down in this quarter for the Raiders. This is McFadden. McFadden bounces off. The first tackle of the ball is loose. Still loose. And covered at the 30-yard line by the Raiders. Menelik Watson, number 71, covered the football, but it's going to be ruled down back at about the 36-yard line.
Well, it seemed like that football, it seemed like the football pops out later in this carry, like maybe his knee was down. But as you can see from that replay right there, his knee wasn't down. He was hovering above the ground, so the only one to challenge it would be the Raiders, maybe pick up an extra 7 yards in the first down.
Carr on the move. Stops, throws, sideline, complete, inside the 30-yard line, down of bounds at about the 27. Once again, it's Rod Streeter.
Once again, that's a conservative call. It's a controlled underneath pass. It's just a bootleg out to the right. You can see Marcel Reese there trying to get in the flat with those bootlegs. They've had success flipping the ball to Reese in the flat and picking up yardage, but nice job by Carr seeing Streeter on the sideline there, working that comeback against Revis.
Derek Carr now 6 out of 8 throwing the ball for 46 yards. And a first down, Oakland at the New England 27.
51 off. 180. What is it?
Straight ahead, McFadden. And McFadden to about the 25-yard line.
Well, you can see what the formula has been for the Raiders. It's run on first down, do some controlled passes underneath, get to a manageable third down. We talked about their struggles at the beginning of the game, the struggles they've had, you mentioned in that first drive, converting third downs, but you make yourself 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 2. Those are things that you can convert because you give yourself the whole field. If you get into 3rd and long like the Patriots had on their first series, that makes it a lot more, you're a lot more limited in what you can do.
11th play of this drive. And lining up is McFadden behind the center. And now Oakland calls a timeout.
Oakland, first team timeout.
Derek Carr was flanked to the far side of the field, but something didn't quite click for the Raiders. They take their first timeout. Parking lot before the game is the place to be here at Gillette, as well as just about every other NFL stadium you can think of. Okay, time of possession, take a look. No points on the board, but Oakland dominating this first quarter so far. 2nd and 8. Play clock was running down, which is why the Raiders took a timeout. Running down here, too. Got the stop off in time. Pass out to the side to Streeter. Streeter going nowhere. And we have a penalty marker down. I beg your pardon, that was McFadden on the receiving end.
Illegal formation. Oakland, not enough men on the line of scrimmage. The penalty is declined. 3rd down.
Here's Greg Olson, offensive coordinator.
McFadden is the problem here. He's lined up off that you have an uncovered tackle, and you've got to be able to have that tackle covered up. And that's one of those things as an offensive staff, you have to be frustrated because you've worked on that play all week. Go 3 wides the other way, go the running back out by himself, and just don't get an accurate alignment. Now they have to waste another timeout.
3rd and 14, and the Raiders use 2 timeouts here in the first quarter. 4:46 to play in the first. No score. Tom Brady may have cobwebs over there. He's been on the field a total of 57 seconds here in the first quarter. 3rd and 14. Carr had it batted down at the line of scrimmage. Might have been Chandler Jones. Gee, he hasn't been disruptive in the last week or so, has he?
You know, he definitely has a motor, but you want to see where the pressure is coming up the middle. That leaves Jones one-on-one. He's able to jump up and get his hand on the football. But Hightower has been able these last couple of weeks to get pressure, and that time they're lining up over the guard and bringing it. Now Janikowski has a chance. Can you believe this? Third game, it's the first field goal attempt of the season.
He's kicking this one from 49 yards out. One of the stronger legs around. And it is good by plenty. 4:37 to play in the first quarter. Raiders draw first blood. 3-0 Oakland. Welcome back to Foxborough. 3-0 Oakland on the Janikowski field goal from 49 yards out. And Derek Carr is trying to figure out where the drive stalled. Coming into this game, the Oakland Raiders trailed by more than 91 minutes. But they have the lead first. And the Patriots will now start from the 20-yard line. Thursday, your football week starts here. Two longtime rivals take center stage as the Giants take on Washington. Another big-time matchup in primetime Thursday night football on NFL Network and CBS.
That's a good NFC East battle. Been in a few of those when I was in Washington for those 4 seasons. So
Long-time rivalry.
That's always an emotional game.
I'm sure the Giants treated you well. Brady back on the field for the first time in a long time. Ridley, right side for about 7 out to the 27-yard line. Khalil Mack. Boy, how about the record he had at Buffalo? 28.5 career sacks, 16 forced fumbles. And those sacks, 28.5, the school record, the forced fumbles, an NCAA record. Stephen Ridley again, trying the other side, and about a yard short of a first down. It'll be 3rd and short. Tyvon Branch making the stop. The Raiders on defense. Up front, 10-year veteran Justin Tuck, 16.5 career sacks to his credit. A star in the making, as we just mentioned, Khalil Mack, the first-round pick from Buffalo, and the secondary anchored by ageless Charles Woodson, the 8-time Pro Bowler in his 17th season from Michigan. Ridley, left side, appears to have enough for the first down at the 30-yard line.
Well, and after being ineffective in that first series, the 3-and-out with the short passing game, coming out here and realizing the Raiders are giving up 200 yards a game on the ground. New England, with their first 3 snaps of this series, handing off the ball.
So first down of the day for Brady. And this is Vereen. And Vereen changing directions and finding room across the 40 to the 41-yard line. And just like that, another first down.
We'll make that 4 in a row, handing the ball off. And I would say with some teams that they're trying to set up a play-action pass, but you found something that's working here. They're going to continue running the football.
They will do it again. Vereen, left side. Penalty marker is down, and he punches his way out to about the 50-yard line. And this is going to come back. It's a holding call against New England.
Holding. Number 71 offense. 10-yard penalty remains. First down.
That's the rookie Cameron Fleming out of Stanford. If he's out of Stanford, he should know better, shouldn't he?
You would think so.
So it'll be 1st and 20.
Well, and speaking of penalties, you know, after 2 weeks, New England is second in the National Football League. 24 penalties the first 2 weeks of the season.
Yeah.
They're putting themselves in tough situations early in football games and not able to get out of it.
Brady, under pressure, got rid of it. To no avail. Down at the 25-yard line is Shane Vereen, tackled by Carlos Rogers. Once again to New York, JB and Tony Gonzalez.
Greg, a little trickery getting it done.
Yeah, right here you're going to see Andy Dalton give the pitch to Mohamed Sanu. You know he can throw it. The throwback almost picked off. Andy Dalton scampers for an 18-yard touchdown pass. Andy Dalton doing it all. Cincinnati up 10-0.
Now, I'm wondering if Trent Green was feeling the itch on that one. Greg, Trent, and Evan.
I was thinking Andy was going to have to make a tackle there real quick.
That looked so close to going the other way, didn't it? Khalil Mack with the stop on Vereen. We were talking with Coach Dennis Allen. He says Khalil Mack is the real deal.
Well, and he's sideline to sideline. You talked about his stats when he was at Buffalo, at the University of Buffalo, what numbers he put up in college, and that's what drew the attention of the NFL, and now he's a sideline to sideline player, and as you said, Dennis Allen says he's all over the field making plays.
3rd and 23 for Brady. Running out of time, escapes the rush, throws to the near sideline, that's out of bounds. Complete to Vereen, well short of a first down, and they'll kick, and we have another marker down.
Holding, number 76 offense. The penalty is declined. 4th down.
So those veterans up front able to put some pressure on Tom Brady.
Well, we did. We had a chance to talk with Justin Tuckey. You see him right there in the picture. Just with the veteran presence, the amount of pressure they want to put on. It's a prideful group. A lot of new faces. 5 free agents signed to that defense, and even though they've struggled the first 2 weeks, this is going to be a big road trip for them here and then heading over to London.
T.J. Carey, the rookie out of Ohio University, is back. Caught it and was hit almost immediately by Matthew Slater, the Pro Bowl special teamer. 36 seconds to play in the first quarter. Raiders with the ball at a 3-0 lead. Oakland still dominating. Time of possession still only up by a field goal. The Raiders from their own 17. McFadden in the backfield. Carr drifting, throwing, incomplete through the hands of Marcel Reese on the near side. Half a minute to play here in the first quarter.
Derek Carr has done a nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, taking that pressure away from his offensive line. You can see a lot of underneath throws, nothing down the field. That's the biggest throw he's completed all day to Rod Streeter, and that was a 9-yard completion. You see on that last pass drop by Marcel Reese, that trend continues.
I think, number one, whatever works, and number two, whatever they give you.
It is. At some point in time, though, they're going to have to take a shot, so just to keep that defense honest.
2nd and 10. Carr with time, throwing, and that is complete across the 25 and close to a first down to Denarius Moore.
And that's a dangerous look by Derek Carr there. He gives a little twitch at the top, and a lot of times that little twitch is enough for Darrelle Revis to come in and make that play, either knock it down or get an interception.
And that will be the end of the first quarter. So we've played one here in Gillette Stadium. 3-0 Oakland. We'll continue here on CBS in just a moment. Back for the start of the second quarter, 3-0 Oakland. Tom Brady trying to stay loose on the sidelines. Meanwhile, first down for the Raiders at their own 28-yard line. Carr dancing out of trouble. McFadden near sideline. And out of bounds close to the 30-yard line. A reminder, tomorrow, the night for the Big Bang Theory season premiere. Don't miss 2 new back-to-back episodes on its new night tomorrow at 8, 7 Central only. CBS.
And that last play is a clear indication why the coaching staff and the players of the Raiders are so excited about Derek Carr. As a young quarterback, his read is to the left, going through 2 progressions, but knowing where his check down is when pressure happens.
This is McFadden, and not much to be had there, just across the 30-yard line. There is Maurice Jones-Drew, the veteran running back who is being held out of this game with an injured hand. And as we talked about Dennis Allen, we said, boy, what a 1-2 punch when they are both healthy. And Dennis Allen said, that's the plan, but you got to go with what you got.
That's right, and that's why they just continue to feed Darren McFadden, who already has 8 carries up until this point of the game.
3rd and 7. Here come the Patriots. Carr over the middle. He's got Streeter. And Streeter for a first down out to the 45-yard line. 14 yards and a first down. And the Raiders back up to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Great job of pass protection by the Raiders, giving Derek Carr time to go through his progressions. You can see he has to wait for Streeter to get open and does a nice job with an accurate throw.
Back to the ground game and McFadden maybe 2 yards at the most. With NFL Now, I'll remind you, you can access the biggest NFL video library on the planet and select your favorite teams or players. Get NFL Now free at NFL.com/now. Carr looking at a 2nd and 8. Quick pass this side, Reese, and Reese is going nowhere, wrapped up by Dante Hightower. Once again, an update from the NFL Today, JB and TG.
Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck right here. You're going to see to a young up-and-coming tight end, Dwayne Allen, for the 1-yard touchdown pass. Andrew Luck playing really well. 15 of 18, 145 yards and 2 touchdowns. Indy up 17-0.
All right, let's make Monzy happy now. Back to Greg, Trent, and Evan.
All right, guys, 3rd and 10. Derek Carr needs the New England 45. And another blitz. Carr dancing out of trouble, throws the other way, and that is complete to Michael Rivera, the tight end, but well short of a first down.
And you can see the frustration by Derek Carr. He was looking for something different from Andre Holmes, who was matched up one-on-one on this side of the field. You can see he comes to this side of the field, down to the right to Andre Holmes, and he's frustrated with it. You can see, at first I thought he was getting a little bit of happy feet. He was seeing ghosts there. You saw him drift back on protection. He had plenty of time to go through his read. But he was trying to get the matchup one-on-one on the bottom of the screen there and just wasn't open.
The injured Raider on the turf is Rod Streeter, and as he gets helped up, we'll take a break. Oakland ready to kick, and there is Rod Streeter, who is headed for the locker room. He's had an issue with a hip injury lately. We don't know if that's the problem, but he is going into the locker room, and we get a flag and a false start against Oakland, it appears.
False start, number 95 offense, 5-yard penalty remains, 4th down.
That penalty is on Benson Mayowa.
Streeter 80 there, coming out of his cut right there at the numbers. You can see he pulls up. Wasn't any contact.
Julian Edelman awaits the kick. Booming kick by Marquette King. Edelman at his 9. Back to the 15. And maybe forward to the 16-yard line. Marcel Reese down there in on the tackle. And as Brady takes the field again, we remind you, Saturday, the best game from the best conference. Arkansas battles Kenny Hill and Texas A&M on the Home Depot SEC on CBS. And it all begins with college football today at 3 Eastern Time. That's here on CBS Sports. So there's Rod Streeter, and we'll await word from the Raiders as to what his specific problem is. Look at the AFC East. Buffalo Bills leading the way at 2-0. Brady on first down. Throw it. Sideline. Caught. Edelman. First down. Out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
Well, and Brady's under pressure, has to get this ball out of his hands quickly, and this is the one guy he seems to be in rhythm with. Julian Edelman and he are on the same page. They have been all season. It's just a matter of getting everybody else up to speed to get this offense moving.
Tom was questioned about that heavily all week long, about how if it isn't Edelman, it's Gronkowski and then no one else. This time coming this way, incomplete, intended for Gronkowski.
Well, and this one's all on Tom. He comes off the play fake. Everything is flowing to the right. He's trying to get to the backside, hitting Gronk. going from right to left, and Tom just leads him too far. You can see as he comes off the play fake, he has Gronkowski wide open. That would have either picked up a first down or at least gotten him close to the sticks.
We were talking with Gronk, asked him if he's up to speed. Absolutely, he wants to play every down. And if you get the feeling that Rob Gronkowski would never say anything otherwise. I'm good, I want to play. This is Ridley. Ridley, right side, tripped up on the far side of the field and brought down to the 33-yard line. The Raiders say that Rod Streeter has suffered a foot injury and his return is questionable at this point. Meanwhile, it's a 3rd and 5. By the way, Silver Salinga, defensive lineman for the Patriots, is out. Brady throwing near side, complete. Edelman getting first down, yardage across the 40 to the 41 or 42-yard line.
You see Edelman coming across in motion, and he's just going to run a stack route there, trying to cause the defensive back, Carlos Rogers, to bubble over the top. Brady sees it, puts it on him, and Edelman is aware of where the boundary is, where the sticks are, able to make that, make Rogers miss with the first move and get the first down.
So first down now.
Roger, how left?
At the 42-yard line. Brady, quick pass to Edelman. And Edelman out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. Julian Edelman, you may recall, at Kent State, was a quarterback.
I knew there was a reason why I liked him so much, right? That's the reason why he's such a good athlete, right?
Round 7 draft choice by the Patriots back in 09. And really best punt returner in the league.
That's what I was going to say. That's the thing about it is his effectiveness as a punt returner, and then last year with injuries, he came on the scene as a receiver.
Ridley, right side across midfield. I didn't see you returning any punts in your career.
No, you'd have to go way back to high school for that, and I don't think anybody wants to see that.
3rd and 1. Offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels. Ridley in the backfield. Ridley with the handoff, has the first down to the Oakland 47.
And we got to see Josh McDaniels there real quick. I had a chance to talk to him yesterday, and he was saying the struggles they've had on 3rd down. We touched a little bit on the Raiders' struggles on 3rd down, but the struggles that New England has had on 3rd down is they're leaving themselves too many times in 3rd and long, and that conversion there is 3rd and less than 2. You give yourself better odds converting, and Josh said they also have to pick the right spots to take their shots up the field.
This is Vereen, and Vereen just inside the Oakland 45. A reminder, you can follow all of today's football action. Download the CBS Sports app now for lightning fast scores, breaking news, video, and more, all on your phone. Trent Green with one of them spanking brand new phones. Show off.
Deal with the lines, right? You got to deal with the lines.
2nd and 7. Brady got rid of it just as he was hit. Incomplete. Antonio Smith with the hit on Brady. Let's get a hit from New York. JB and Tony Gonzalez.
Greg, Baltimore taking the lead.
Yeah, right here you're going to see Joe Flacco do a little misdirection looking right. Hits Kyle Juszczyk.
From where?
From Harvard.
Thank you.
Look at this, though. He gives the LeBron James celebration out there in Cleveland. Up 10-7, Baltimore.
A lot of minds blockers from Kyle Berkeley, so let's get it back quickly to Greg Gumbel.
You'll see those Baltimore Ravens next Sunday taking on the Carolina Panthers. First trip into Oakland territory today for the Patriots, excuse me. Brady throwing near side. That's complete. Vereen. First down at the 36-yard line.
Vereen coming up with a big reception on 3rd down, and talking to Dennis Allen yesterday, he said who you need to be aware of in the passing game for the Patriots is number 1, Edelman, number 2, Gronkowski, but really kind of surprised us. He said number 3 is Vereen. You need to know where he is in the passing game, and it's evident right there on 3rd and long as Tom looks him up and able to get the first down.
Shane Vereen missed 8 games last season with a broken wrist. First down. And a whistle and a timeout.
Timeout.
So the Oakland Raiders have used their third and final timeout here in the first half. Up 6.5 to play. 3-0 Raiders. A little taste of New England in September. This is Ridley. And Ridley fighting his way to about the 31-yard line as we dip under 6.5 minutes to play in the first half. There in the blue shirt in the center of your picture, Robert Kraft, chairman, CEO of the Patriots, his son Jonathan to your right, and some guy named Wahlberg to the other side of him.
Yeah, Boston elite up there.
Mark Wahlberg, isn't
that,
he?
right?
Bolden. Brandon Bolden inside the 30. You know, we talked at the top of the day about the problems that Brady and the offense are having. Why?
Well, they've had struggle just getting continuity and getting rhythm as they're getting ready for a quick snap here on third down.
Brady lobbing it for Edelman, incomplete, penalty marker. He drew the flag on number 23, Terrell Brown. Now the Raiders are saying that ball was uncatchable.
I think they're going to get called more with a hold than a pass interference.
Pass interference. Number 23 defense. Automatic. First down.
I know the ball was in the air, and that's the letter of the rule. But see here, he stops, and now he grabs him. If it's pass interference, I don't necessarily think that ball's catchable. That's why I thought it would be holding. Holding, it doesn't matter if it's catchable or not. Pass interference indicates that you believe he has a chance at the football.
So the line of scrimmage is now the Oakland 14. On first down, this is Ridley. Ridley hit and bounced back. His forward progress will be marked at the 15-yard line. Miles Burris, one of the fill-in linebackers. C.O. Moore is out of this game, and Nick Roach is too. So it's been massive substitutions on the Raider defense.
A lot of new personnel. We talked about the additions of the free agents. We talked about Khalil Mack being a rookie in there on that first unit, but now with injuries to the other two spots, continue to see fresh faces on that defense.
14th play of this drive for New England. Brady over the middle, complete inside the 10 to Edelman, forward to about the 6-yard line. That'll be about 2 yards short of a first down.
And prior to this series for the New England Patriots, there really hasn't been much rhythm. We touched on it just a second ago about the rhythm of the offense. They, losing Gronkowski, not really having him for most of the preseason as he's recovering from off-season surgery, getting him more into rhythm every single game, and Edelman being a big part of it, but Amendola really not being a factor early on in the season, not having Dobson again today. You can see why they don't panic, though. Even though this has been lopsided time of possession, on this drive here, they've already put together a 6.5-minute drive, now getting into position to where they can take the lead. And with the play clock running down, Tom Brady uses New England's first timeout, 4:18 to play in the first half, and the Patriots knocking on the door. 4 minutes, 18 seconds to play here in the first half. It has taken this Patriot offense a while to get started. They have moved the ball to the 7-yard line, 3rd and 2.
Read it.
Brady going to throw for it. Touchdown. Rob Gronkowski. Talked about their troubles on third down. On that drive, the Patriots were 4 for 4 on third down, including this play.
And you can see Gronkowski coming over the middle, matched up on Kaluka Maiava. That's a matchup that the Patriots will take all day if they can get Gronkowski matched up on a linebacker, especially down in the red zone.
Steven Gostkowski for the extra point. And it's good. 4 minutes, 14 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Rob Gronkowski into the end zone for the second time this season. 7-3 New England. So after not being able to accomplish much in the first quarter, the Patriots go 84 yards and 15 plays for the touchdown. And the Bronx are indeed back.
Going after a completely lopsided first half, that was the drive that the Patriots needed to get something going. Prior to that drive, it was about 14 minutes to 5 minutes time of possession, but nearly 7 minutes on that drive getting New England the lead.
Latavius Murray will not get a chance to return this, so they'll come out to the 20-yard line. Let's talk about why they were able to run that touchdown.
Well, people want to know why there is motion. Here is Vereen coming in motion, and that's what Tom Brady is watching. He indicates he can get an indicator as to what coverage is going to be. So as soon as Vereen motions in, and you see Burris follow him, Tom Brady automatically knows he's in man-to-man defense, and as the defense shifts, Gronkowski is one-on-one with Kaluka Maiava, and that's the matchup it's going to. So that's why teams motion and move around. It's indicators for the quarterback where to start with their progression.
So Derek Carr now with 4:14 remaining on the clock here in the first half from his own 20-yard line. McFadden going nowhere, courtesy of Chandler Jones.
That's one guy on the Patriots defense you better make sure you get a hand on, and nobody even touched him there. I don't know if they thought they were going to try to get a quick hitter and get him running upfield, but Chandler Jones has been a nightmare for teams these last couple weeks.
3:50 to play, 2nd and 10.
51.
Raiders could use eating some clock here, which means a first down or two.
54. Rake. Solid. Rake. Set. Put.
Carr on the move, throwing, and that's complete and out of bounds to Denarius Moore.
See, the Patriots have done this the last couple weeks. Hightower and Mayo coming right up the middle, pressuring Carr, flushing him out of the pocket, but nice job. I've said it a couple times already this game. Nice job by a rookie, maintaining his poise, keeping his eyes upfield as he's getting out of the pocket, and ultimately making an accurate throw.
3rd and 2. Carr looking to the near sideline and right past Reese. Patrick Chung covering Reese, and the Raiders will kick it away.
And that's more of a timing route. Derek Carr trying to hit Reese, going down that right sideline. Carr anticipating him stopping earlier, trying to put it on. When the coverage is that tight as a quarterback, you have to let the ball go early, and that's just a matter of timing on the Raiders' part.
Edelman back at his 20-yard line. Marquette King has been booming them. This one not as deep. He's going to let this one bounce, and it takes a New England bounce all the way back to midfield. Wow, that took about a 14 or 15-yard bounce for the Patriots. That's a 24-yard punt. Well, the NFL is celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month, and the New England Patriots did their part earlier today by awarding Dr. Vanessa Calderon Rosado a check for $2,000. She leads a Boston-based community development organization that started back in 1968. Stephen Ridley with the carry. Tom Brady now looking at half the field, 2.5 minutes and 2 timeouts at his disposal.
Well, as we talked to Justin Tuck yesterday, he talked about the defense coming up with that game-changing type of play, and that's what they've been lacking up until this point, is that game-changing type of play, and this would be the series to make that happen.
Brady on 2nd and 8, throwing far sideline. Edelman, that's complete, not a bounce for a first down.
Late flag come in.
Pete Morelli.
There's no foul on the play for a chop block. Result of the play is a first down.
So they'll pick up the flag, and it's a first down at the 40-yard line. And time will run down here before they get the play off, so we reach the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in Gillette Stadium in the first half. Tight game, 7-3. Patriots. You see the turnaround in fortunes between the first quarter and the second for both these teams. New England with 7 first down in the second quarter. Ridley with running room up the middle and inside the 30-yard line to the 28. Tyvon Branch making the tackle.
And you would think under 2 minutes the tempo would be a little bit more. The Patriots are up at the line of scrimmage. Not a real sense of urgency. They don't want to leave any time for the Raiders.
Brady throwing. Gronkowski wide open inside the 20, inside the 15, and down at the 13-yard line. Clock continues to run, 1:20 to play.
Good misdirection. You could see the Raiders, they overloaded one side going for the run with the bootleg out to Gronkowski picking up big yards.
Edelman inside the 10 to the 9.
And you may be wondering why they're not using up their timeouts as they call their timeout.
So we're no longer wondering that.
No, we're not wondering.
What was your thinking?
Well, my thinking was that, you know, you have over a minute now. You have 1:06 left in the half. So go ahead and wind it down. Take your time getting up here on second down. If you want to save both timeouts and continue utilizing the middle of the field, you know, Gronkowski doesn't go out of bounds. Edelman doesn't go out of bounds on those last 2 catches. So you could have saved them and used up more time.
A reminder coming up, the Verizon Halftime Report, JB and company in New York with the scores and highlights, as well as a preview of Thursday Night Football coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report. Julian Edelman already with 6 catches today. And that's his 9th consecutive game with 6 or more. 2nd and 6. Ridley straight ahead inside the 5 to the 3. And we're under a minute to play.
Well, you're under a minute, but you've still got that one timeout. They are signaling first down there. They were taking a look at it.
So 1st and goal for Brady. Ridley in the backfield. Ridley with the handoff, trying to bounce it outside. Gets a yard to the 2. 40 seconds to play and counting.
Not a huge sense of urgency on the Patriots' part. I would anticipate a pass here so you could save that timeout for 3rd down.
2nd and goal. Brandon LaFell and Amendola flank to the far side of the field. Edelman to the near side. Brady hands it off. Vereen stacked up at the 3 by Justin Tuck. And the Patriots use the timeout with 8 seconds to play. We'll take a break and come right back. So it's 3rd and goal, 8 seconds to play, and Brady and company going to try to run one more before the field goal attempt.
Well, the thing is now by using the timeouts the way they have, this ball has to go into the end zone. It either has to be a touchdown or incomplete, and you can't, if you throw it short and you're struggling to get in, it could use up all the time. There's that motion by Vereen showing him man-to-man again.
Low snap. Brady struggling to pick it up. Got rid of it, and it's incomplete. He took a couple of grabs at it before he finally was able to snatch it and throw it away.
Well, and that's the nightmare of not having that timeout now. Obviously, he's able to get it and get away with it, but
time winding down and just leaving enough time for Stephen Gostkowski from 21 yards out. 21 yards. The kick is good as time expires here in the first half, and New England extends its lead to a touchdown. A reminder, the Verizon halftime report upcoming from New York. JB and the guys, scores, highlights, and a preview of Thursday Night Football on the Verizon halftime report. So Brady and the New England offense come alive in the second quarter after a first quarter which saw the Oakland Raiders dominate, but only put 3 points on the board.
But the good thing is this is a one-possession game, and the Raiders are in position. They're not out of this football game, and I think as they're trying to progress and move forward this season, this is the type of first half they needed.
Let's go down to Evan.
Well, Coach, strong start for your defense. What changed in the second quarter that allowed New England to get back in this?
I think they got going on the ball a little bit, got us a little out of rhythm, and then we haven't been able to convert as many third downs. We're letting their offense stay out on the field a little bit too long. So we got to do a better job in the second half. The guys are competing, they're fighting. We got another half to play.
Coach, thanks.
All right, thanks.
Greg?
Dennis Allen looking forward to the second half, as are we. 10-3 Patriots. That's the first half. We'll be back with the Verizon halftime report after this message and a word from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS. Back at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough as we await the start of the second half. 10-3 in favor of New England. Let's take a look at the DirecTV Ultimate Picture Cam. Tom Brady to Rob Gronkowski for the only touchdown of the first half. The Patriots lead at 10-3. Greg Gumbel along with Trent Green. Two different ball games in the first half.
Completely different when you look at the first quarter where the Raiders were able to make their third down conversions, keep control of the clock, and keep the Patriots off the field. And then a completely different 180 there with New England in the second quarter, converting those third downs, keeping the ball away from them, ultimately taking the lead.
What do you see in the first half numbers?
Well, you know, it's really been controlled. As you said, it's a game of two quarters. Both teams are trying to run the football. You can see both of them near 80 yards. Near 80 yards in passing, but it's the rushing game, trying to find that balance, and really that's what both teams are trying to do by keeping the ball away from the other with time of possession.
Patriots get the ball first here in the second half since they deferred after having won the toss. It'll come out to the 20. We go down to Evan Washburn. Evan.
Well, Greg, I caught up with Bill Belichick, and he said what changed was simply just execution, especially on the offensive side of the ball. I asked him what he liked about his defense. He said they finally started getting off the field and limited the explosive play. And the only other thing that he liked or would like to see is maybe an explosive play on their end in the kicking game. Back to you.
Evan, thank you. So Ridley in the backfield with Brady as they begin the second half from their own 20-yard line. And Brady throwing near side. Edelman once again. Now, if Brady goes to what they give him, why is the defense taking Danny Amendola away from him?
Well, I'm just sitting over here looking at the stats. Brady has 13 completions, and 7 of them are to Edelman.
Ridley tripped up by Khalil Mack as we look at the first half possessions for New England. A couple of punts and then a touchdown and a field goal.
What both defenses have done a good job of doing is not giving up the big play, and that's why you see the time of possession as lopsided in each quarter as it was. It's getting those third down conversions, not giving up the big plays, rallying to make the tackle and keeping them short of the sticks.
3rd and 10. And movement up front. Penalty markers fly.
Number 65 offense, 5-yard penalty remains. 3rd down.
That's the youngster Jordan Devy. I mean, it does bear examination. Why is Danny Amendola not part of this offense, not just today, but all season long so far?
He hasn't been involved in, and you know why that is the factor. He only has 3 catches coming into today. When you figure there's an injury to Dobson, Gronkowski's just trying to get back into it. You would think he would be more involved.
Brady under pressure and goes down at about the 9-yard line. Justin Tuck. What's the thing Dennis Allen said? The way that you're going to beat the Patriots is to affect the quarterback. That's a nice way of saying get to Tom Brady.
Well, and watch what the Raiders do here. They talked about Miami and the amount of pressure that they were able to put on Tom Brady, only rushing 4. And the Raiders only rush 4, and they're able to get to Tom Brady. And that's going to be the key for the Raiders throughout the rest of this game. Rushing 4, dropping 7 into coverage, taking away those throws, those easy throws for Tom Brady.
Ryan Allen kicking it away to T.J. Carey out of his end zone. Line drive kick. Carey at his 45. Across midfield and spun down at about the 47, maybe the 48-yard line. 12:52 to play in the third quarter, and the Raiders go on offense after this. Raiders on offense now, and they begin with terrific field position at the New England 48-yard line.
Quick. Wednesday. 54. 180. 180. Hut.
And Carr going to give it to McFadden. McFadden just inside the 45 to the 44. Take a look at what happened with the Raiders owning the football in the first half. 3 punts and a field goal. Time of possession was good, but not if you don't get any results from it.
Well, and just over 100 yards that entire first half. They haven't gotten any big chunks as now McFadden's lining up at quarterback and Carr's down here at the bottom of the screen.
McFadden in the backfield, takes the snap and goes straight ahead to about the 41-yard line. Not too unusual for McFadden to take the snap in that he's their emergency quarterback today.
Yeah, he is. It's I don't think you're going to see him have any pass attempts, even if it is an emergency situation. But that time they were just trying to expand the defense, take advantage of a wide open formation. The defense gets thinned out and run the ball up the middle. And you know, McFadden is really struggling to get the running game going. Only 33 yards on his 12 attempts.
A 3rd and 3 for Derek Carr. Carr with time, throwing this side, and that's complete. And out of bounds. James Jones, I believe that's Jones's first catch of the day. And it's good for a first down.
Well, Jones is matched up one-on-one in this left slot over here on Revis, and Carr decided, he said he wasn't going to shy away from him if he had the matchup, and that time there, he thought that was the best matchup. He had the most field to work with. If he had worked the other side of the field, he was limited by the boundary throw. That time there, picking the wide side of the field.
So first down for the Raiders now inside the New England 30-yard line. Nobody in the backfield with Carr is going to go deep down the sideline. It is juggled and incomplete at the goal line. McFadden on the receiving end, broken up by Dante Hightower.
And this ball's underthrown just a little bit.
Number 26, defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
Wow, Logan Ryan hit with a holding penalty.
Ball's underthrown a little bit, and McFadden makes an attempt at the ball. I thought maybe they were going to call pass interference because Hightower doesn't really turn around and look for the ball. He runs right through McFadden as he jumps up to make this catch.
That didn't look too different from the call that was made in the first half.
Well, and there have been calls throughout the NFL the first 3 weeks of the season with defenders not turning around and making that contact before the ball gets there. And you'd like to think it doesn't make a difference, but maybe because it was a running back on a linebacker that they didn't get that call.
This is Latavius Murray, and Murray only gets a couple. Second-year running back out of Central Florida. Oakland Raiders looking for win number 1 on this season. And they don't go home after this game. They hop on a flight to London for next week's matchup against the Miami Dolphins here on CBS. 2nd and 9. Carr, sideline, complete to Jameis Olawale. Look at the AFC West with Denver's matchup against the Seattle Seahawks looming later today. Denver on top, San Diego with that surprise victory. Were you as surprised as everyone else by that win over the Seahawks?
I definitely was, and you know, you saw the way the Seahawks handled week 1 against Green Bay, and come down to get bumped off by San Diego opened up everybody's eyes.
3rd and 5. Carr throwing, sideline incomplete. Too low for Denarius Moore to handle. We said it at the top of the day. This is Charles Woodson's statement after the Week 2 loss. Embarrassed for the team, for the fans. And took some responsibility too, said I'm part of it.
Well, and I think his statement was he was calling out his teammates. He wanted everybody to pick up their effort, pick up their attitude, their approach. He said, you know, as a team, we have a problem right now between expecting to win and hoping to win.
Sebastian Janikowski from 37 yards out with his leg that amounts to a chip shot. Second field goal of the day for him, 10-6, Patriots. Foxborough Fire Department. Thank you guys for standing by. Derek Carr on the sideline. But the Raiders have only been able to put up field goals rather than touchdowns so far today. This one will not come out of the end zone, and they'll start on the 20-yard line. Tom Brady's been under the gun at times today, Trent.
Well, and Justin Tuck talked to us about this yesterday. It's being able to get him off his spot. He wants to stand there, make his reads, and make his throws. You have to make him uncomfortable. You have to bat balls down. You have to make him slide around in the pocket. And ultimately, just with any quarterback, but especially with Tom Brady, getting him off the spot was an important thing that Tuck brought up to us yesterday.
So first down. You see the Patriots have been outscored in the second half, 26-6.
False start, number 87, offense. 5-yard penalty remains, first down.
How much fun was it talking to Charles Woodson about Tom Brady last night?
He had stories from college. He had all kinds of stories about Tom and just what the expectations were. You know, he said Tom always had confidence. He wanted to get on the field and wanted to play and always felt like he was a leader no matter where he was on the depth chart.
First and 15. Brady over the middle and wide open. Out to the 30-yard line. Brandon LaFell, and that's a first down. And Charles Woodson with the hit. Old Wolverines. Brady back up to the line of scrimmage in a hurry. Vereen going nowhere. I got a kick out of the quote from Woodson that was in today's newspaper locally. He says, Tom Brady owes me his house. I'm the reason why he's married to who he's married to. I'm a reason for a lot of that, everything, because they overturned that call. And that call, of course, being the Snow Bowl,
yes,
the Tuck Rule game.
That's quite the statement, though. He's responsible for everything, the house, the wife, the whole thing, huh? Charles never has lacked not giving us bold statements, right?
Brady throwing, other side of the field. That's complete to Edelman. Edelman to the 38, and that'll be 2 yards short of a first down.
And really, that's Tom's second progression. He tried working the front side of the field to Brandon LaFell, who was working on a crossing route. Not there. He had plenty of time in the pocket to work to the backside. Had Edelman on a comeback curl.
Edelman 8 for 59 yards. This is Edelman. And Edelman with a first down across the 40 to the 43-yard line. Number 11 is going to sleep well tonight.
Well, he sleeps well every week because that's who the majority of the passes go to right now. 8 receptions on 15 completions by Brady.
Amendola still without a catch, and he goes to the sideline. This is Ridley. He's going nowhere. You know, we talked about that defensive front of the Oakland Raiders. So many veterans up there. Lamar Woodley out of Michigan and Antonio Smith. Pat Sims and Justin Tuck.
When you look at the experience, you look at, all these guys have had success in their NFL careers. They bring success to this team, and that's what's been frustrating these first couple weeks of the season, is it not carrying over right now to Oakland.
Second and 11. Brady out here to Ridley. Ridley with running room out to midfield. Let's get another update from the NFL Today in New York. Jimmy Brown.
Yes, indeed, boy. And Phillip Rivers is live, Tony.
Yeah, and so is Eddie Royo. This is the second time today they're hooking up for a touchdown. That capped a 14-play, 80-yard drive. San Diego up 20-3.
Trent Green has got to appreciate the start of the season for Phillip Rivers. Greg Gumbel.
Hey, how many weeks does Tony Gonzalez have to do this to know we're live? I'm just asking.
Well, I like it, and I'm sure Tony likes the fact that Phillip Rivers is utilizing his tight end so much.
3rd and 4. Brady under pressure and hit just as he released the ball, and that's Khalil Mack in on number 12.
We've talked about the amount of pressure that the Raiders have been able to put on Tom Brady. This time, though, they're going to bring 5. And with it, it causes some confusion. But really, Mack comes off that edge. I don't know if Solder thought he was going to get a chip from the back. The back's running a swing to that side. I don't know if he thought he was going to get a little help, maybe get an arm bar or something as.
But he didn't.
But he didn't. He didn't get any of that. And he just got beat right upfield on the first step.
T.J. Carey back at his own 10-yard line. Big rush. Allen got it away, hung it up high, fair catch called for and made at the 14-yard line. 6:09 to play. Here in the 3rd quarter, Khalil Mack with the big push on Brady. 10-6 Pats. That's Oakland receiver Rod Streeter, left the game in the first half with a foot injury. He is out for the remainder of this game. And I just asked you, Trent, does he go to London or does he go home? You said he goes home.
Yeah, I don't think why chance it going, 2 long flights going there and back, and you deal with swelling when you're flying. And also, I'm sure there's other guys that are back in Oakland working on treatment and getting rehab, and that's where he'll head to.
So 1st down for Carr and the Raiders at their own 14.
Hey, gap. 51, gap.
McFadden. And that ground game just hasn't gotten any traction so far. Hey, this Tuesday on CBS, the season premiere you've been waiting for. TV's #1 drama, NCIS, back in action Tuesday at 8, 7 Central only. CBS. McFadden with 13 carries for just 35 yards, and 5-yard gain has been his longest.
Well, I think the 5-yard gain was probably that direct snap where he was standing back there and Carr was split out wide.
2nd and 8. Carr on the move, looking, and flips it, and that's complete across the 25 to the 27-yard line to Marcel Reese out of the backfield. Patrick Chung making the tackle.
Well, and really, Reese is not even a part of that read. He's blocking the end. He's sealing the edge with Chandler Jones trying to get upfield. Here's Reese here, and you see he's gonna block Chandler Jones, and Derek Carr is looking upfield trying to get the ball upfield, and Reese, after he lets Jones go, decide I'll just peel off into this route, and Carr is able to find him.
Good for a 1st down now at the 28-yard line.
180. What is it?
Straight drop this time on the blitz, throwing a sideline, and a miscommunication there. Logan Ryan putting the pressure on the rookie quarterback.
Well, Logan Ryan, he's coming on a corner blitz from Derek Carr's left, and it appears that Carr thinks that there's either got to be a side adjustment throw or a hot throw back there. There isn't the recognition from Andre Holmes that he was hoping for, so he does the smart thing and throws it away.
And Andre Holmes getting a little extra duty on the field now with Streeter sideline. 2nd and 10.
180. What's up?
McFadden. A little bit of a burst across the 30 and out to about the 33, 34-yard line as we come up on 4.5 to play in the 3rd. Yards, plays of 20 or more yards, non-existent here today. Not yet, anyway.
Well, both teams have really been forcing the running game, trying to get that going, and that leads to time of possession. But it also, with the way both teams are struggling on the ground, it leads to some long 3rd downs as well.
Carr needs the 38-yard line for a 1st down. Throwing down the sideline, it is caught across the 40-yard line for a 1st down by Holmes. Perfectly thrown ball by Carr and a terrific catch.
We'll have to see if this ball, you see him bring it in, He looks like he may lose it a little bit. It's whether or not they're going to have an angle.
I think he's got it.
He's able to keep his forearm under it the whole time. Great,
Nice.
great concentration. Great catch there by Andre Holmes down that left sideline.
29-yard pickup. The line of scrimmage now the 37 of New England. Carr going deep again for a Reese. Reese this time. Marcel Reese. It blocks it by Patrick Chung. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, we just got done showing that graphic. There haven't been any 20-yard gains, and we almost have back-to-back chunks of yardage. You can see Reese a little upset that ball wasn't thrown out a little further. He felt like he had a step on Patrick Chung, and after seeing the replay, he did.
You don't see many fullbacks going deep, do you? Penalty markers fly. False start, Oakland.
False start. Number 72 offense. 5-yard penalty remains. 2nd down.
That's left tackle Donald Penn. Let's get another update. JB and Tony in New York.
Key play for Baltimore.
Key play right here. You're going to see Flacco with the pitch to Justin Forsett. He's going around the side for a 21-yard run, which sets up a 1-yard touchdown. Hey, Greg, Trent, we're live out here in New York.
We're live out here in Gillette. Thank you, JB.
Oh, good call, Tony.
2nd and 15. Carr over the middle, tipped incomplete. Looked like Chandler Jones again. Did he get another hand on a pass?
Chandler Jones, has that athleticism we saw last week. Here he is standing up on the left, and he's going to twist to the inside. And as Carr is looking for the crossing route coming from right to left, Jones realizes he's not getting any pressure upfield. And a lot of times the defensive linemen are told if you don't get a step those first couple tries, just sit there and wait and try and jump up and knock the ball down. That's exactly what he does.
3rd and long now for Carr and the Raiders. With time, over the middle, got his man, 30-yard line. That's James Jones, but that'll be short of a 1st down. And that means Seabass time once again. Sebastian Janikowski.
Nice job by a rookie quarterback, keeping his eyes upfield. You can see his concentration. He's not looking at the pass rush. He's not worried about things collapsing around him. He's working through his progressions. Nice accurate throw up the field on the crossing route to Jones. A little bit short of the 3rd down, but this is well within Janikowski's range.
Janikowski from 47 yards. And it is perfect. Janikowski pulls the Raiders to within a point. 10-9 New England, 2:21 to play in the 3rd. Hey, welcome back, everybody. They call themselves Scorpion, 4 of the smartest people in the world working together to fight threats against America, inspired by a true story. Scorpion premieres tomorrow after The Big Bang Theory, only CBS. Patriots by 1. Janikowski, short kick. And this being returned from the 15-yard line by Matthew Slater. And Slater up the sideline. And Slater out of bounds at about the 40. Terrific field position for Tom Brady and the New England offense when we come back. I don't know what Sebastian Janikowski was trying to do with the short kickoff, but the Patriots are 21 yards the better for it. And Brady, complete, up the seam to Tim Wright, the tight end. And that's a 1st down. And just like that, they're in Oakland territory.
Well, and that'll be New England's first 20-yard chunk as they hurry up to the ball to get a quick snap off.
Ridley going nowhere. How many times you see Tom Brady run the stretch play? He had to get out there to reach Ridley.
He generally likes to hand it off a little bit closer than that. That was a sprint from underneath center.
Loss of 1 on the play, so it's 2nd and 11. And Brandon Bolden is on the field behind Brady.
Nate.
Brady, quick pass, that's complete. And inside the 25-yard line is Kenbrell Tompkins.
Just a quick slant, play action fake away, so that draws the linebacker in. Leaves that lane for Brady to work backside on the slant. And you're right, Greg, that kickoff giving him the ball at the 41-yard line now with back-to-back big chunks.
This is Ridley. To about the 20, we have a penalty marker. And a discussion.
Now they're bringing everybody in.
"12 men on the field. Defense, 5-yard penalty remains first down."
You saw Sebastian Janikowski there, and for a guy who has one of the strongest legs in the league, it just doesn't make sense to give up yardage when you don't have to.
Well, and it's pretty clear that he can kick the ball out of the end zone every time, so they were trying to trick him, and it didn't pay off that time.
Ridley to the right side, inside the 15 to the 13. And we are down to a half minute to play here in the third. I think, as I mentioned to you, Trent, that Tom Brady probably watched that kickoff and said thank you very much.
I'm sure he did. They haven't had good field position, and when they have, they've shot themselves in the foot with the penalties and sacks.
Bolden hit when he reached the 12 by Miles Burris. And that appears that will be the end of the third quarter. We've come to the end of 3. 10-9 New England. Back after this message and a word from your local station. Along with our producer Bob Monsbach, our director Suzanne Smith, and the rest of our CBS Sports crew here in Foxborough, Greg Gumbel, Trent Green, Evan Washburn. Starting the fourth quarter, 10-9 New England. 2nd and 8. Brady to throw. All kinds of time. To the 5, Edelman leaping to the 2. First and goal.
The Raiders have continually taken away the upfield throws, working the crossing routes. Edelman going airborne, trying to cross the goal line, but he is able to pick up the first down. Goal line, but he is able to pick up the first down.
Vereen, left side. To the 2. Usama Young, who is in the secondary now and replacing injured Tyvon Branch, making the hit. That's his second straight hit.
Well, really he loses his footing as he's trying to get to the goal line.
Now Ridley in the backfield with James Devlin. On 2nd and goal. Play fake. Brady. End zone. Touchdown Gronkowski. No, he dropped it. Tipped just ahead of him.
As Gronkowski's coming across, he has Woodson on his inside hip. He's able to just get a hand on it. Woodson's talked about the fact that he hasn't had an interception that Tom Brady should have had one. He had a drop. That time there, he tips it away, and Gronkowski, I think, relaxed a little bit once that ball hit his hand.
He got one hand on it. Gronkowski got 2 on it and couldn't hold on. 3rd and goal.
Okay.
Brady to throw. Corner of the end zone. Diving and complete at the goal line. Amendola couldn't come up with it.
Just off the fingertips of Amendola.
And that will bring Gostowski on.
Well, and you can see the coverage there is tight. TJ Carey is trailing from the inside. You don't want to leave that on the back hip or leave it on the body because Carey could take that 100 yards the other way. you want to leave it. If you're going to miss, you have to miss to the outside, and that's what happened.
So from 20 yards out, Gostkowski makes his 20 straight consecutive field goal in the fourth quarter. 13-9 Patriots. 10-play, 57-yard drive aided greatly by the short kick by Janikowski in just over 3.5 minutes. 13-9, and Rob Gronkowski got two hands on it in the end zone and couldn't hold on.
Well, that was a win for the Raider defense. The Patriots had first and goal from inside the 3 and didn't get the touchdown.
And Latavius Murray will not run this one out of the end zone, so the Raiders will start from their own 20-yard line. Gives us an opportunity to remind you, Week 3 continues later today here on CBS. Broncos Seahawks. No interest in that one, huh? That's here on CBS, and for some of you on Fox. And then tonight with Sunday Night Football on NBC. Tune in tomorrow for Monday Night Football on ESPN.
Well, I'd say two of the most excited people would be back in the studio, Coach Cower and Bart Scott. Everybody else tuning in to see an offensive football game, see the ball fly around the field, but Coach and Bart are sitting there saying, this is a great game. It's a defensive battle. So coming down here to the final quarter to decide this.
Derek Carr under pressure, little screen. McFadden with a block. McFadden across the 25, close to the 30-yard line. Pickup of about 9, and it'll be second and short.
I've talked several times today just about Derek Carr's ability to not be affected by that pass rush and just stay calm and make his throws in that time there. I know it's a screen, so you're anticipating the defensive pressure getting up on you, but nice patience by him allowing that to develop.
Latavius Murray alongside Carr in the backfield for second and 1. And this is Murray, and Murray going to come up short of the line of scrimmage.
Both offenses have been very consistent today, sticking with that running game. It hasn't been very effective for either team, but from the start of this game, they're both been trying to pound the football and stick with the running game. Nice job by the defenses, though.
Derek Carr, 19 of 28 throwing today. Brady, 19 of 27. Third and 1. Murray again. And again, he is stuffed. Oakland not quite in four-down territory yet, are they?
No, not at this stage of the game. 12 minutes to go. You're on your own 29-yard line. Your defense has been playing very well today. Just had a big stop there inside the 3-yard line to force him to a field goal.
Remember, I did ask Dennis Allen, if you're 0-2, does that make you risk things a little bit more? And he said, not really. You continue to play situational football.
And he's sticking true to that right here with this call.
Edelman deep. Edelman's going to let this bounce. And this time it takes a Raider roll inside the 20-yard line. 11:15 to play in the fourth. 13-9 New England. 13-9 New England, and now the Oakland defense goes back to work. A defense which has allowed 200 yards a game rushing the first 2 weeks of the season, has allowed just 70 to the Patriots on the ground today. Brady, this side of the field, caught, and both feet inbounds by Julian Edelman. What a throw by Brady and what a catch by Edelman.
Well, Edelman coming from the slot is just working a wheel route up the sidelines. One-on-one with Rodgers. It's a little bit underthrown, but Edelman does a nice job of securing that ball and completes the catch. You can see that ball doesn't move at all as he goes to the ground.
Edelman Now 10 catches for 84 yards.
Double. Get.
Ridley to the right side, tripped up, and down at about the 39. Let's check downstairs with Evan.
Well, Greg, an injury update on Tyvon Branch. His return is questionable with a foot injury, and this defense has dealt with a lot of injury and chemistry issues. But we spoke with Justin Tuck yesterday, and he said something interesting. They came in on Friday, and then Saturday, usually they'd all go out to dinner and sort of enjoy the day. But this team has tried to come together, and this unit come together. They spent the entire Saturday in each other's rooms going over film. No dinner out on the town.
It's not until you get a win under your belt, huh? Brady under pressure over the middle, complete right at the first down marker is Edelman again. You know, the visitors may want to start to cover number 11.
It's, you know, coming into this game, that's their main target, and Dennis Allen even said that when it comes to the Patriots and their passing game, the first person you need to know where he is Julian Edelman, and right now he's sitting at 11 receptions.
And we have a challenge flag thrown by Dennis Allen. Here's the story on the challenge. Dennis Allen is challenging that Julian Edelman did not maintain possession throughout the catch, and you will see the ball come out right there. It's underneath him. And so that's what referee Pete Morelli is looking at under the hood. And the key to that is throughout the catch, Trent.
Well, where the fine line is going to be here is as soon as his back hits, is it considered completed and it's over with at that point in time, or is it throughout the whole process?
The ruling on the field is incomplete pass. The receiver did not make control of the pass throughout the process. Please set the game clock to 10-11. It'll be third down.
So
Oakland will not be charged a timeout or challenge.
That's a good catch and a good call by Dennis Allen.
Well, it was a great challenge. Not many people saw that angle. He obviously saw the field angle of it. When the challenge was thrown, I was wondering if he was challenged in the spot, that it was short of the first down markers, and then ultimately we saw with the replay that the ball had come out.
So Brady and the Patriots with a 3rd and 5. Julian Edelman has been a one-man wrecking crew on the receiving end of things for New England. Brady looks left, throws left, complete. Amendola first down and more. We have a penalty marker down.
They're going to call Brandon LaFell with a pick play. It was a bunch formation, and
here's Pete Morelli.
Pass interference, number 19, offensive pass interference. 10-yard penalty, still third down.
That is Brandon LaFell.
watch where LaFell is lined up here.
And he's up against Carlos Rogers. Oh. He knocked the heck out of T.J. Carey. So that wipes out the gain and gives Brady and the Patriots now a 3rd and 15. Brady, all kinds of time over the middle. Gronkowski first down. Across midfield to the Oakland 49.
Here's where Gronkowski is. He's going to go to the middle of the field, but watch the pass protection that New England gives Tom Brady. He's able to step up in the pocket. He goes through 3 different reads before he gets to Gronkowski in the middle of the field.
Brady going to look deep. Throwing, tipped incomplete. Charles Woodson with the hand on it first.
You can see Woodson very smart there, trailing Edelman, knowing that that's where he likes to go. But as he sees Brady's eyes and the football coming behind him, he tries to peel off and come up with that interception. Able to get a hand on it, similar to what he did in the end zone, knocking it away with Gronkowski.
Trent, everybody we talked to this weekend, you mentioned Charles Woodson, they just shake their head and wonder. The pitch for Vereen. Vereen bringing it back this way. Brady out in front, throwing a block inside the 45 to the 43.
How about Tom Brady coming back here? You're going to see him come up and make a block on Carlos Rogers. Gets a couple extra of yards. I think he even pulled an old lineman trick there with a little leg whip. As he went by, he tried kicking that back leg.
Here's another third down, 3rd and 5. Brady throwing this side, that's complete. Vereen, first down and more, ducks inside the 35 to the 32, maybe the 31-yard line, and another New England first down. And you get the impression Tom Brady's finding a rhythm now.
He's starting to get in a rhythm, and sometimes it just takes a play here or there to where you can slide your feet and get out and get a little contact. And we've known Tom to get fired up from time to time, and maybe running down and making that block, and of course coming up with that big throw on 3rd down to Gronkowski in the middle of the field kept this drive alive.
56. Off. 180.
Brady, play fake, escapes the pressure and throws and complete to about the 20-yard line. LaFell on the receiving end. Let's check in with James Brown once again in New York at the NFL Today studio.
Coming up later on CBS, a Super Bowl rematch, Broncos and the Seahawks. Wes Welker, Peyton Manning's security blanket, back in action with his suspension reduced. Coach Cowher says this guy right here, Russell Wilson, may run the best balanced offense in the league. John Fox, Pete Carroll, the two coaches who will be going at it. John Fox, underrated as a coach. He knows what a championship squad is all about. Back to Greg Gumbel.
All right, JB, thank you. Oakland calls a timeout here with 7:07 to play in the 4th quarter. I've gotten a kick out. People looking ahead to this Denver-Seattle game are talking about Denver out to get revenge because of the Super Bowl. It's not revenge until you play the Super Bowl again.
Yeah, it doesn't quite have the same amount of meaning. You know, Denver may be a little bit more fired up about it than Seattle just because of what happened in the Super Bowl. But once again, it's a regular season game that ultimately is trying to get both teams moving in the right direction towards a rematch. That's what they would ultimately like to get.
You saw Justin Tuck on the sideline. Derek Carr. This is, in some areas, a young Oakland team, and others a very veteran team, like on the front line.
Well, and that's what Dennis Allen talked to us about, is trying to find that balance between your veteran guys you bring in as free agents and the rookies and young guys that you're trying to develop from within.
First down, New England at the Oakland 20. Ridley to the left side, cuts it back for 3 to about the 17 as we duck under 7 minutes to play here in regulation. New England's 4th trip into the red zone. They had 2 field goals to show for their previous trips. And the touchdown.
Get your butt up. 180.
Brady over the middle. Almost intercepted at the 5-yard line by Burris. And Brady pulls himself off the turf.
Well, and that was the game-changing type of play that the Raiders were talking about yesterday, is trying to get that momentum changer, trying to get that game changer. And this is right in Burris's hands. Watch Tuck with the swim move. Tuck right here with the swim move. He goes up the field and gets underneath Solder and is able to put a big hit on Brady.
Brady throwing, sideline, incomplete. Now, Justin Tuck used to sacking Tom Brady. 2 sacks in each of the 2 New York Giants Super Bowl victories over New England.
You can't say enough about the Raider defense holding New England to a field goal attempt, keeping this a one-possession game with just under 6.5 minutes to go.
So Gostowski from 36 yards. He's been good from 21 and again from 20. And this one on its way, and that is good. 6 minutes, 20 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. New England stretches its lead to 16-9. This is the NFL on CBS. 6 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in a game that has seen the Oakland Raiders put up a lot tougher fight than most thought they were going to today.
They've done a nice job on the defensive side of the ball, holding New England to those 3 field goal attempts.
Latavius Murray, is he going to run this one out? He will not. So we'll come out once again to the 20-yard line. A reminder, coming up next, Super Bowl rematch, Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos hitting the road for the first time this year, taking on Russell Wilson and the world champion Seattle Seahawks. Some of you will see the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins at doubleheader game 2 next here on CBS. Kind of a lopsided game that last time they met,
resulting in the lopsided score.
I'm not sure Mr. Manning is quite happy about that. Well, let's see what Derek Carr and the Oakland offense can do. Carr with time, throwing. McFadden hit almost immediately by Dante Hightower.
Good decision by Carr just to get the ball out of his hands. Chandler Jones is on a bull rush, pushing left tackle Donald Penn back into his lap, and as he's stepping up, he's able to find McFadden before taking the sack on first down.
Second and 10, and obviously New England's secondary not giving Carr much down the field. Sideline. Incomplete. Broken up by Logan Ryan, intended for Denarius Moore.
When teams have a roll coverage or a safety over the top and a 2-deep type of look as McCourty is in, there's a hole or a window on that sideline about 22 to 25 yards up the field, or if you can lead the receiver into that hole, it's far enough away from the safety that he can't get over to make that play. That time Derek Carr just leaves it too far to the inside.
Carr on the move. Looking, throwing. Sideline incomplete, intended for Rivera, and now are the Raiders in 4-down territory now, Trent?
Well, I don't think you can, just because you're down in there so far. You've got 5.5 minutes to go. You've got the 2-minute warning. Oakland still has 2 timeouts. You have to trust your defense to come up with a stop and get you the ball back with as much time as possible.
And the defense for the Raiders has been tough today. Edelman back. King needs to get off a good one. High floater. Edelman, fair catch called. Late call, but he made it inside the 30. How about this play? Remember this one? Lost the football. It's on the ground. Covered by the Raiders.
After reviewing the play, the quarterback's arm was going forward. It is an incomplete pass.
This is to advance to the AFC Championship game.
Man, was it cold that night. The tuck rule eliminated back in 2013. Sebastian Janikowski, as well as college teammates Charles Woodson and Tom Brady, the only active Raiders or Patriots who played in the tuck game. This is Ridley. And Ridley, with Woodson all over him. And Justin Ellis at the bottom. Pickup of 1, 2nd and 9. 5 minutes to play in the fourth.
And look for New England to use up as much of the play clock as possible. Already down to 20 seconds, and they're just now getting into the huddle. You can't get too conservative, though. You have to be able to get some first downs and try and run this clock out, or at least force Oakland to use some timeouts.
Brady to throw. Under pressure, and he goes down back at the 20. C.J. Wilson along with Antonio Smith.
Nice pressure they're able to put up the middle. You can see Khalil Mack coming from the bottom of the screen, but it's the interior pass rush that is collapsing things around Brady.
And now with 4:15 to play, Brady looking at a 3rd and 17.
The Raiders have been successful rushing 4 guys today, so I don't anticipate them bringing extra rushers.
They are rushing 4. Brady steps up, throws, and that is complete close to the 35-yard line to Brandon LaFell, but that is short of a first down. So you said it, Trent. Kick it away, let your defense do its job, and they're going to get the ball back with time on the clock and 2 timeouts.
Well, and that's Dennis Allen trusting his defense, understanding the pressure they've been able to put on Brady, especially this second half. Only rushing the 4 guys, dropping 7 in coverage. He was counting on their defense to come up big, and they did.
T.J. Carey, the rookie, is back at his own 20-yard line. Good kick by Allen. At the 16-yard line, Carey right up the middle. Carey across the 35 to the 37-yard line. Good return by the rookie out of Ohio University. A reminder, Thursday, your football week starts here. 2 longtime rivals taking center stage. Giants taking on Washington. Another big-time matchup in prime time. Thursday Night Football on NFL Network and CBS. So now Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders have to try to figure out what's worked well for them today, Trent.
Well, and this is the thing, for especially for a young quarterback, but it really goes for all quarterbacks. You have 3 minutes to go. You have the 2-minute warning. You have 2 timeouts. Utilize the entire field. You don't have to get it all at once. It's understanding the management of what you've got left and what needs to be accomplished, and that's ultimately get a touchdown and tie it up.
180! What is it?
McFadden breaking loose on the left side and across the 45 to about the 48-yard line. Devin McCourty coming up to make the stop. 3 minutes to play here in the 4th.
Well, it looks like some of the offensive line is trying to get up on the line of scrimmage, but really they should try and utilize as much time as they can. I know you're worried about the 2-minute warning, but you also don't want to score too quickly. That's easy to say when you're on your own side of the 50 still, but you got to think is how this game winds down, how you manage the clock.
Under 2:40 to play. McFadden again. Pushed back after a gain of about a yard. And the clock continues to move. 2:20 to play. No huddle for the Raiders. Let's see if they get a play off before the 2-minute warning. They do. Carr, sideline, back shoulder, caught and out of bounds by James Jones. Out of bounds at the 33-yard line, and that'll take us to the 2-minute break. 16-9 Patriots, 1:57 to play in the 4th. We're back to Gillette Stadium after this.
Going back to the last play, what a gutsy decision by Derek Carr. Coming down to the bottom of your screen, he's got James Jones one-on-one with Darrelle Revis. Instead of picking any of the other matchups one-on-one, he decides to go after one of the best corners, if not the best corner in the league, and is able to come up with a big completion.
First down, Oakland at the New England 33, 1:57 to play. Carr under pressure and throwing deep down the far sideline. Tipped, incomplete, inside the 5. Jones reaching for it, fighting. Darrelle Revis.
Going after Revis again. He's trying to get a double move on Revis. Revis doesn't bite on the double move. He puts it up high to where Jones has a chance to bring it down. Hey, Carr told us last night he wasn't going to shy away from going at Revis. Hey, it's crunch time, and he's going right at him.
Yeah, but we didn't think he meant it.
It's one thing to say it, it's another thing to do it.
2nd and 10. McFadden spinning to the 30. Vince Wilfork with the stop. Clock continues to move, 1:40 to play.
You still need to pick up the tempo here. You need some tempo. You need to get up to the line of scrimmage, get this thing going. I know you have 2 timeouts left, but you're at the 30-yard line on 3rd and long. They're wasting way too much time.
And don't appear to be in a big hurry. Play clock down to 10. 3rd and 7. He wants the ball. Carr again down the far sideline. Contact. Penalty marker is thrown. Andre Holmes, the intended receiver. Logan Ryan was down there covering.
Logan Ryan is going to get called on this penalty. He's just grabbing all over Andre Holmes going down the left sideline.
Pass interference, number 26, defense, automatic. First down.
Right here at the top of the screen, you're going to see the Patriots decide to bring pressure and go man-to-man. A gutsy call on Patricia's part, the defensive coordinator for New England, to go a blitz, to go pressure and leave your guys in one-on-one. Carr takes the matchup that he wanted, and now they've got 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6.
Hey, and the rain's starting to come down also, so we have to pay attention to that. Could we get a slippery football?
McFadden, left side, breaking through, touchdown. And we have a penalty marker down.
They got a penalty. This is going to be coming back. Appears it could be a holding call on Oakland.
Holding. Number 66 offense.
That is the rookie left guard, Gabe Jackson, the 3rd round draft pick out of Mississippi State. So that negates the touchdown.
Well, it's a tough task going against Vince Wilfork for the rookie. Actually, he goes up to the 2nd level. He gets a holding call on Patrick Chung. That's where you got to realize your extra 100 pounds is gonna push him into the end zone anyway. No need to grab him up around the neck like he did.
1st and goal now from the 12. 59 seconds to play. And with the play clock winding down, yeah, they are going to reset it now. So there's a reset. Oakland doesn't have to use a timeout.
Well, based on the fact that McFadden scored on the last play and was called back because of holding, the Raiders have to be going through this. The discussion's on the sideline. Do you go for 2 points and go for the win if you do get a touchdown? Or do you kick the extra point and take your chances in overtime?
Carr fakes right, looks, over the middle, popped up and intercepted. Vince Wilfork.
I just brought up the fact that the rain had started to fall after that pass interference call, gave him good field position. Derek Carr puts a little heat on this. Denarius Moore has a chance to bring it in. It hits him right in the hands. Bounces off Logan Ryan's face mask, but I wonder if that little bit of moisture on the football affected the way that Denarius Moore was able to bring that ball in. It looked like he took his eyes off it, trying to avoid the first would-be tackler and didn't concentrate on bringing the ball in, but
the 4-time Pro Bowl nose tackle with his 3rd career interception. Vince told us yesterday he was so antsy to get back onto the field after missing so much time last year with the torn Achilles. And a timeout is called by Oakland. They'll have 1 left.
Well, and you know what the talk's going to be around Boston, around these New England Patriots, is still offensively they don't look in rhythm. And the Patriots, their answer is going to be exactly what it was to us yesterday. You know what? If we keep finding ways to win football games, we keep finding ways to pull out these victories, we know that it's coming along. We know that this process is going to happen.
Rob Ninkovich there. And then Brady taking the knee. And the clock stops with 45 seconds to play, and Oakland is out of timeouts. Let's go back and look at that play once again with Ninkovich. Is that an illegal hit on the receiver?
Well, you got Ninkovich here, and you got Moore coming across. Moore coming across here. That's right near that 5-yard zone as far as the bumps. I think that's too close to call. That's a good no call because that's too close, you know, and really that's just, it didn't affect the route. He was sitting down in the zone coverage.
And a little pushing and shoving at the end of what has been a hard-fought defensive battle.
Well, and the Raiders have a big long road trip obviously coming up. They're heading over to London, and you know, after last week's performance against Houston, they looked miserable with the way this team on both sides of the football. And you don't want to have moral victories because they're sitting here 0-3 and they don't want to talk anything about moral victories, but you've got to be impressed with the approach that they took defensively out today, coming up with the stops, the number of times they held the Patriots to field goals when they had them down in the red zone. They're not going to want to talk about that though, Greg.
Bill Belichick will now go 6-0 against rookie quarterbacks here in Gillette Stadium. And career win number 201. We asked him if he's impressed about being up there with all those other accomplished head coaches, and he said, no, not really, not now, maybe later. And Brady just throws that one away as time expires. Patriots go 2-1, but it wasn't easy. The Raiders fall to 0-3 as they will hop a flight to London to meet the Miami Dolphins. 3 field goals. 16-9, New England the final. Up next, the Super Bowl rematch. Denver visiting Seattle, or Kansas City taking on Miami. For Trent Green, Evan Washburn, and the rest of our CBS Sports crew here in Foxborough, Greg Gumbel saying so long from Foxborough. You've been watching the NFL on CBS. The NFL Today comes your way right after this.